Hey everyone, Hitesh here from ET's personal tech team, and it's time to check out the Galaxy M40 by Samsung. Now this is a brand new phone from Samsung. They have new efforts to take on the other big players in the online space. So the M40, I don't know if you can tell, but it is a little bit smaller than usual. The box is also smaller, if you can tell by my hand next to it. So it's a 6.3-inch FHD display, and it has the hole punch, as you can see here, for the front camera. The price listed on the box is $24.90, but the price that we do know now that the sale is happening is $19,990. There's only one variant, the 6GB RAM, 128GB storage. So anyhow, let's open this up, see what we get in the box. So here's what's in the box. We get a pair of Type-C earphones with inline controls. Nice looking set right here. There is a fast charger, 15 watts, Type-C cable, the phone, regional lock guide, quick start guide. So the regional lock guide is important here because you do need to start using this phone with an Indian SIM card first, and once you've made 5 minutes of calls with the Indian SIM card, you can use it for international travels with another SIM card. So no doubt you can tell this is the triple camera at the back. You can also see the fingerprint scanner. It's a glossy glass back. This particular color has the color matched frame as well. We can power this phone on, and we can talk a little bit more about it in the meantime. So as I mentioned, it's the first in the segment with a hole punch camera. Samsung calls it the Infinity O display. It's a 6.3-inch FHD, but you should know that it is not an AMOLED display. It is a TFT LCD. So unlike some of the others that Samsung has in a similar price range, for example, the A series, the A50 is an AMOLED screen, and this one is not. So here's the Type-C port, the loudspeaker at the bottom. We do not have a headphone jack, which is also why the headphones supplied in the box are Type-C. On the right you have volume and power. On the left hand side you have a SIM slot. There is also a microSD slot for expansion. So even though you get 128 gigabytes of internal storage, you can expand with another 512 gigabytes. So there's a closer look at the hole punch display, the Infinity O display. And you can also tell the size of the bezels on this screen. So the chin is a little bit fatter than usual, especially if you compare it to the premium flagships, but the side bezels, the top is fairly thin. So this is what it looks like after we set it up. This is Samsung's One UI, so not a very heavy interface at all. In terms of preloaded apps, you do get these four that you can see here: the Amazon Shopping, Prime Video, Hello, and Daily Hunt. Samsung additional apps are also there. So for instance, the game launcher, and there is a duplication Galaxy Store, and the Play Store is there. You'll have Chrome as well as Samsung's internet browser. So and a couple of these apps over here that you can see. So that's as far as the preloaded apps go. There's also a lock screen stories that you can see right there. It looks and feels pretty nice to hold in the hand actually. But it is quite glossy, and it does attract a lot of fingerprints, as you can probably tell in the video right now. It is feels like a really nice size, and actually it reminds me a lot of the Galaxy S10e, the smallest S10 that also has the Infinity O hole punch display. But this, being at 20,000, has the Snapdragon 675. It's an octa-core processor, 6GB RAM, 128GB. I already mentioned. It is expandable with a hybrid SIM slot, so you either use two SIMs or one SIM and a microSD. The triple rear camera, we can talk a little bit more about that. It's a 32 megapixel primary f1.7. That's the regular one in the center over here. The one at the bottom is a wide angle. It's an 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide 123-degree field of view, and this one on the top, that's a 5 megapixel f2.2 live focus camera, so for the edge detection, the portrait, the blurry backgrounds, etc. In terms of the front camera, it's a 16 megapixel f2.0 and you can record 4K video from the rear camera, by the way. The screen is 91% screen to body ratio, and the weight is also fairly less. It's 168 grams. Battery size 3500 mAh, so not a very large battery, but luckily fast charging supported, and Samsung has included a Type-C fast charger in the box. Now, one more thing that I'd just like to point out here, maybe you have not noticed, but there is no earpiece in this phone up top. So that is because this has what Samsung calls screen sound technology. It is basically vibrates the screen surface to generate sound, so you can put it touch anywhere to your ear and you will be able to hear the caller speaking. This is the flagship Galaxy M phone now for 20,000 rupees. Although I should also mention that the A series phone, something like the A50, does offer an AMOLED panel. This one is TFT LCD. So in case you do feel that the AMOLED panels are better, and Samsung does make some great AMOLEDs, A50 can also be considered. That's 18,490 for the 464 version and 21,490 for the 664. So keep that in mind. That is still half the storage that the M40 has. And this one is obviously turning out to be a good deal. The first sale was sold out rather quickly, and the second sale is already on for this product. You can purchase it online. So if you have any questions about the M40, do reach out in the comments or to me directly on Twitter. My DMs are always open. Thanks for watching.